Hey guys, LordAkimoto here. Welcome to my channel. As you can see, it's a brand new channel, just about started up now, and today I'm going to be bringing you The Park, brand new horror game that's just been released. Yeah, as you may have noticed, it has continue game on there, as only because I'm playing around with settings and failed record attempt last time. But yeah, so I hope you can forgive me for that. But anyway, yeah, first a few things before we do get into it though. I don't like horror games. I probably won't be playing too many of them. Yeah, I tend to get a bit wigged out when I play horror games. It's just me. But yeah, aside from that, hope you enjoy the upcoming video, and without further ado, let's get into it. Park is a narrative experience, best played in a dark room wearing headphones. It deals with subject matter that may be disturbing to some players. During the course of play, the park may manipulate graphics, audio, control settings, and your sanity. Sounds promising. Funcom presents.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
The Park.
Where's Mr. Bear?
I haven't seen Mr. Bear, Callum. Stay in the car. I'll go and ask information.
Very detailed. Love the graphics.
Attention patrons, the park is now closed. Please make your way to the car park at your earliest convenience. Employees prepare the park for shutdown.
Callum was born the day this place opened. This is his favorite place in the world.
Atlantic Island Park. A tribute to the untamed heart of Solomon Island and the people who used their talents to bring the dream of Nathaniel Winter to life. May this park be a place where joy and laughter are gathered and used to infect all those who follow after. Dedicated this first day of May 1977, James B. Longley. Very inspirational, if you ask me. Wow, just look at this graphics. Then again, I think that's what really makes up for a horror game, in my own experience anyway. Not that I have much, but in my own opinion, graphics do go a very long way. Can anyway.
What?
Tripping out there.
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop!
Too late.
I think your boy just ran into the park. I'll unlock the gates for you.
Well. Press the right mouse button to shut to Callum.
Wait for Mommy, Callum!
This way!
We went all distorted over here. Read flyer. As much as I would like to sit around and read this, maybe we should get on with the game. Feel free to pause if you want and check it out, but for now, let's get on with it, eh?
There's something special about the entrance to an amusement park. A line drawn between the real world and the world of whimsy within. On this side, the apathy of our everyday lives. And on the other, anything we might dare to dream. It's no wonder Callum ran back inside. I wouldn't want to leave either.
Attention employees, the park is now closed. Have a safe journey home.
It's suddenly nighttime, and it's very creepy.
Oh God. The park. What happened here? It's easy to get lost here.
I'm gonna take it that star is where I am at the moment. I have to go through the entire place. Okie dokie.
I'm not playing anymore, Callum.
You can't catch me.
Hey. Get back here, Callum. Get back here, I say. Okay. This is creepy.
Callum? Where'd you go?
Come on.
Alright. Toggle run. What was it?
Come back.
I heard a
Over
rustling. I heard a rustling. It doesn't always. Okay. I hope I don't have to go in there. Do I? I don't know.
Callum, where are you?
Over here.
Too dark. I'm not going in there without a flashlight.
Oh dear. I hope that means I don't have to go in there. Stay to the park. Hopefully everything will be alright. So. Oh, nothing. Oh.
I'm not playing anymore, Callum.
Come on, Mommy.
Examine shoe. I
I
can't.
think this belongs to Callum.
Oh no. His shoe. Let's take his shoe. That's a bit creepy.
Chad the Chipmunk, huh? Just a drunk guy in a suit.
Chad the Chipmunk will goes you to Atlantic Island. Must be a park mascot or something like that. Chad the Chipmunk, worst in class. Chad can't even seem to pass. Chad gets angry, likes to fight. Chad is beaten every night. Chad will have a dead end job. Chad will die uselessly. Okay. This is getting
Come to mommy, Callum.
interesting.
Catch me, Mom.
Handwritten note.
I wonder what this is.
Purchase the land of Solomon Island for a pittance, I might add. Whatever old Archie Hennison did to the locals, just a mention of his name had people slamming doors and locking shutters from the moment I arrived at the island. My lord had arranged everything in advance, but the realtor still had to come and deliver the keys to me personally. He took it upon himself to offer me another warning. I don't know what you're planning to do with this land, Mr. Winter, but the soil here is bitter and with a curse carried from the old century. Old man Henderson, he did terrible dark things. The land remembers him. So I dismissed him shortly afterwards, mostly amused by his pathetic attempts at warning me off. I have a great vision for this place, and the will to see that vision through to the very end. Atlantic Island Park. The name is perfect, and I cannot imagine it being anything else. This is the start of something amazing. Some start to something amazing. So, mentioned that the land was cursed. Is that going to be playing on through the game? Is that going to be like a recurring
Callum?
This way,
thing?
Mommy.
Is this place really going to be haunted by the ghost of some old dead guy? Whoa.
Callum, tell mommy where you are.
Okay. Oh
Over here.
no. Footsteps are not my friend.
Come on, Mommy.
Uh-oh. Why do I get the feeling I'm being followed?
Callum, stay where you are. Wait for Mommy.
I suppose I got no other choice. So almost feels like the park is surrounded in some sort of mist, from what I can see. Just sends a shiver up and down your spine.
Near a great forest, there lived a poor woodcutter, his wife and his 2 children. A boy named Hansel and a girl named Gretel. They were very poor and had very little to bite or sup.
Are you telling the story?
What will become of us? The woodcutter asked his wife one night. I tell you what, husband, we will take the children into the thickest part of the forest tomorrow and abandon them there. No, my wife, I cannot do that, said the man. Then we will all 4 starve, you fool.
Okay.
Hansel and Gretel overheard their parents talking, and Gretel began to weep. Do not fret, Gretel, Hansel said. He crept out of the hut and gathered white stones
Callum, where did you go?
to fill his pockets.
Callum, where did you go?
Oh, that's a bit spooky.
The next morning, the woodcutter leads the children into the forest. Before they leave, their mother gives them a slice of bread and warns them that they will get no more food that day. Clever Hansel leaves a trail of white
I'm
stones
sorry.
behind them as they pass into the
What?
woods. When their father leaves them, the children wait a while, then follow the trail back to their parents' house.
Oh no. No.
After receiving a thorough scolding from their parents for getting lost in the woods,
dear.
the children are sent to bed without any supper. Hansel tried to sneak out and collect more white stones, but found that the door was locked. Tomorrow I will take them into the woods
That
myself,
just
the wife
no.
told the woodcutter. In the morning, their mother gave them a slice of bread and led them deep into the forest once again. Hansel broke his bread into pieces and left a trail of breadcrumbs to lead them safely home. But hungry-eyed birds snatched up the breadcrumbs and his trail was destroyed. Abandoned by their parents and unable to find the trail home, the children wandered in the forest for 3 days.
There's something else in the water. That better not
The
be
children
Chad.
stumbled into a clearing with an exceedingly strange house. Its walls were made of gingerbread, and its windows were panes of clear sugar. Hansel, desperately hungry, ran forward and began to nibble on the walls. Nibble, nibble, little mouse.
You can do this.
Nibbling at my house. An old woman emerged from the house, sniffing the air and peering around with cloudy eyes. Oh, you dear children, who brought you here? just come in and stay with me. No harm will come to you. But Hansel and Gretel stayed back, for the old woman reminded them of their cruel mother. Come, children, don't be afraid. I have something for you. The old woman offered them 2 enormous lollipops. The children took them and began to eat. You see, nothing to fear here. Come inside, the old woman urged, and the children, still licking their sweets, followed.
Uh-oh. No.
Once inside the house, the old woman changed.
No.
She
Don't
stuffed
do that.
Hansel into a cage
Don't do that.
and put Gretel to work, sweeping
It's
and
at the
cleaning
beginning
her
of the game and
hut.
I'm already
Your
petrified.
brother will make a good mouthful, the old witch told Gretel. Once he is fattened up, I shall.
Oh, this is so terrifying.
Time passed, and poor Hansel refused to eat,
It's on the outside.
fearing the day that the witch would eat him.
Oh,
The
that better be
witch,
the
for her
outside.
part, grew impatient. Today I will cook and eat your brother, Gretel. Climb inside and light the oven. I do not know how. Where is the opening? Fool, the old witch said. The opening is here. And she moved to show Gretel. Seizing her
That
courage,
thing better not be
brave Gretel
behind
gave
me.
the witch a shove, and the old crone tumbled forward into the oven. Gretel slid a large iron bolt over the door to the oven.
Screw you, Hansel and Gretel. Just
Gretel
get that
freed
thing away
her
from
brother
me.
Hansel, and together they lit a fire beneath the oven. And though she screamed and begged, the children sat by the oven until her screams had stilled. And the witch...
Why are you going slower? Go faster, go faster! Not cool.
And then,
Okay.
because even children can't survive on sweets, they divided up the body of the old witch and ate her.
That's not cool. That's not how it's supposed to end. Get that chipmunk away from me! Seriously, I just feel like it's... I'm sorry. What? What am I on? A murderous swan ride? That was just no. Oh, that thing better not be following me. Oh dear. Just what was that thing in there?
Callum, where are you? Hansel and Gretel. I used to read it to Callum when the electricity was shut off. Those poor children. The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch, even their own parents. I used to imagine that Callum and I were the kids in that story. Not mother and son, but brother and sister, hand in hand against the unkind world. We were always hungry, looking for our own house made of candy, looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away. Hunger leads people to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws. Where did you go?
How if I'm ever gonna survive in here, I have no idea.
Callum?
Nope.
Another accident.
Don't you? Nope, nope.
This place.
What with the... What? Just what? What with? What with? Despite the constant interruptions to work, Atlantic Island Park will be opening on time. The governor is booked to cut the ribbon, so the only real question is whether we will have any customers. I'm not truly worried. The customers will come out of simple curiosity. I can read. I deduced that what was needed from the banned writings of Archie Henderson. It's astonishing to think that a resonance of positive emotions can be used to fuel such a process. Henderson himself chose to use a negative, and that caused some of the taint that still lingers in this place. I will not make his mistakes. Very soon I will know if this has all been for nothing. Oh dear, just what blood.
Callum, where did you go?
Oh, right.
Stay where you are.
Damn, these things are playing on my mind. It's so easy how just even the small things can make such a big, massive difference in like these types of horror games. Like
Mommy needs to see you, Callum.
just everything.
Wait, Mommy.
Oh, right. Okay, another ride. Well, this could be interesting.
Hello?
I just hope that thing won't show up again. Alright. There we.
Stop, Callum!
Is it just me or does his voice keep getting dimmer and dimmer? Alright.
This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy.
Examine the pot?
The guy just snapped. Those poor kids.
We were waiting for our turn on the ride. Frank, me, and the boys. This fellow in the chipmunk suit is making an ice carving while people took photographs. Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but I've always been a bit wary of those suits. They give me the creeps. It's silly, I know. I know how you feel. Anyway, the chipmunk man who was carving and picking away at the ice, and at first we thought he was making some animal like a tiger or a lion. But as more and more ice fell away, when you first looked, it was like a human face smiling out of the block of ice. But the more you looked at it, the more you saw that was something not quite right about the proportions. Something unnatural that made your heart begin to beat just a little bit faster, like you were prey and that thing in the ice was a hunter. But then these teenagers walked up and one of them made a face at the carving and said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit, and then, well, he went berserk. For a few moments it was chaos. Everybody was running away from the guy who had one of the teenagers on the ground, and he was stabbing with the ice pick, and blood was spraying and people were screaming, and Frank and I had the kids and we were dragging them away as fast as we could. And the last thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was that the eyeball of one of those poor kids had landed on the ice sculpture, making the horrible creature look more and less alive.
Hello?
Just no, I hope. I sure hope that nothing happens. But yeah, whatever. Ryan Octotron. Decrease speed. Is that a good thing? I don't know.
I can't get on while it's moving.
let's... Guess
I can't get on while it's moving.
we need to wait. Is it gonna stop? Is it slowing down, or do I need to... Maybe one more. Here goes nothing. Oh dear. Things are gonna start appearing, aren't they? And that thing is gonna change, I know it. Uh-oh, things are happening. Oh no. What? Whoa. What is that? Okay. Just what was that thing? Just what was that thing? Was someone in there?
Come out, sweetie. Oh, I remember this.
What the hell is that in the background? Looks like some old guy. Some top hat, maybe a big dark suit or something like that. Being followed even back then? Am I being followed now?
Don't hide from me, Callum.
Do I go this way?
Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. They shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single, traitorous thought. Stop! Callum!
Mother Duck said quack, 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 quack.
What's this read page? I thought working in the park for a summer would be a lot of fun, but the end of season really drags. There aren't that many tourists around, and so most of the staff spend their days standing around gossiping. And most of that gossip is about Chad. I mean Steve. See? Even I'm starting to call him Chad, and I went to school with the guy. It's that goddamn suit. In the beginning it was a laugh. Steve the local lush is Chad the chipmunk. Child-friendly mascot at Atlantic Island Park. Lock up your daughters and all of that. But the more he wears the suit, the weirder Steve is getting. At first it was little things, like refusing to change out of the suit at work and taking it home with him every day. But then I saw him at Susie's dinner, still wearing it, and he wasn't even at work. Some of the staff complained, discreetly, to park management about the smell, and I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner, one day. But nothing seems to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass whenever Steve walks by. And apparently Steve has picked up some new skills since the last time I saw him puking up in a gutter outside the Psychoil station? Because he sure as hell can carve a mean ice sculpture. Those shapes he makes in the ice though, they give me the creeps. Steve came by the booth today, lucky me, and he just hung around for a while. I couldn't really tell because of the suit, but it seemed like he was just staring at me, sizing me up. I effing me. Whatever he was doing. I asked him what he wanted and he just stood there, not saying anything. Eventually I called my supervisor, and when he came by, Steve wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I don't want to see that chipmunk suit ever again. Or Henry.
Where are you?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh
Where
no.
are you?
Oh. Get away. Get away. Oh. 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 Okay. Okay. Okay.
Callum, stay where you are.
Alright, well, I think I'm gonna leave it there for now. Oh dear, this is only the beginning and already it's scaring the pants off of me. Okay, but we can do this. We can do this. I don't like horror games for this reason. I get too scared. I may be a bit of a wimp, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. Hope you liked the video. Hope you stick around. And until then, well, you take it easy. So we'll see you next time. See you later. Oh dear. Oh dear.